get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude, crack your hold or two. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently, thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Hello, my good people. How are you? It's been a few days since I've been live. A lot going on. Okay, now, if anybody's been watching the Treehouse Murder, I have. And I've been covering it for 3 weeks. I don't know who's interested in it or not. I am. Grandma. Hey, girl, hey. I just turned on my phone not too long ago. Now, let me tell you something. Oh, gosh. Oh, Grandma, you won't believe the stuff I'm watching. You will not believe the stuff I'm going to show. Holy crap.
I just got home and I saw you were live. I'm like, oh my God, my girl.
I messaged you. I didn't message you. I should have texted you, but I just turned on my phone when I set this up. But I messaged you on YouTube. I'm sorry. I should have known better.
It's okay. I was at the store. I just got home, so it's okay.
I'm so happy you're here, Grandma. I missed you. No,
I missed you.
It was this channel was not the same with you gone.
You were not having as much fun.
No, and it was just like blah. And you really bring a lot of, well, good insight, but I don't know. We just missed you, okay?
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Okay.
I appreciate you. I'm going to get on my laptop and go on to StreamYard on my laptop. Did you send me an email with the link?
I put it in chat.
Oh, okay. Well, then let me get my computer up and I'll do it that way.
Because I didn't know, what I should do. So I thought, because you know what, I'm careful about who I put up here. You know what I mean? You got to be careful.
I know. Well, you never have to accept anyone who knocks on the door,
Right. Because a lot of people, they're still trying to take down my channel. Isn't it?
Knocks on the door,
I don't,
okay, hang on. Let me get
out of nobody, Okay, let me continue with this case. Now, let me tell you. There is so much corruption and death surrounding this case more than Paula and Matthew, R.I.P. Matthew. There's a crystal, date blocker. Okay, there's something happened with her. She was in Key West. Okay, and like I did something on it yesterday. However, I'm focusing on today of Detective Penny Phelps, Detective Matthew Pitcher, the DA, what's her name? Colleen Dunne. Okay. You will not believe the corruption. I got the grand jury transcript. I got the civil suit transcript. She did a protective order. Penny did. Okay. And, oh boy. There was, during the grand jury indictment, there was, Pitcher lied. He impeached, right, Grandma? He lied on the stand. Uh-oh. Something's up. Well, I think this is important because,
Can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you.
Am I
Because
echoing?
this can happen to no, you're not echoing. This could happen to anybody. Right, Grandma? Uh-oh. Can you hear me, Grandma? Oh.
Wait, how's that?
Can you hear me? I hear you.
Okay, no echo now?
No echo. Can you hear me?
Awesome. Yes.
Sweet.
All right, girl.
Hey. Well,
Hey, girl.
I love you.
I love you too. So tell me about this corruption that is happening.
Okay, you've been trying to get caught up, but you're really good. I sent you some things, and I meant to send you more, but I haven't because the other one I got the jury indictment. Remember, we're trying to figure out why he was Ty was charged.
Yeah.
An indictment from the jury, which they did it on 2 days after the murder, November 19th. They hid that. Now, Penny Phelps, she did a deposition. Okay, she was fired. And I'll get into that shit. She was fired, and boy, she's something. But so I don't know why this case got brought about. How many years has it been now? 17, 18, 19, 20. 6 years,
Well, it's
right?
6.5 years.
Yeah. Now, the thing, a lot of people don't like him. Okay, and I think it was a hung jury because some believe him, some don't. And I think it's because how he presents himself. But I don't know. I like him. But I focus on none of that. I focus on the evidence. Not if I like him or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the evidence. That's a key word. And I'm trying to tell people that. And during the closing statements, I kept putting in chat what the prosecutor was saying. And, I'm putting what I know from documents I've seen plus interviews. There's evidence there. There's so much that should have been in this case for evidence that weren't. Now, interesting enough, Colleen Dunne, she got fired. And I'll get into that too. Remember, we were wondering about Anitha, right? Athea? What's her name? Anathea?
Anathea, yeah.
Yes. Well, during all this mess with Pitcher and Dunne and all their dirty deeds out there, because there's corruption and galore. This is interesting. We found out, that she passed away, 2021. Right. Rest in peace. However, looking at these transcripts, Colleen Dunne lied twice and said she was missing. They were trying to find out where she was.
April was a confidential informant for them, though, was she not?
I'm beginning to think so.
I think she absolutely was.
They got everything sealed. There's so much sealed in this case, away from the public eye. Penny Phelps, when she got fired, she has 2 notebooks of this investigation, right?
Yeah, her lawyer has them, right?
Yeah, she fought it. She fought for 2 years. She wouldn't show up for depositions. Okay, she lives in Michigan now, and that's where she came from. And I'll get into that here in a minute. But it took a few years, but finally, she gave the notebook copies to each, but they're sealed. We don't get to find out what's in it. Wonder why. Well, another interesting thing, Travis, wonderful Travis.
Yeah.
He's from Michigan, just saying, and so is Penny Phelps.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And remember,
Especially since when that first interview was done with Travis and he's watching the videos, was it not Penny Phelps who was showing it to him, or was it Malone?
oh shoot, which one was it? Oh God, I can't remember.
I thought it was Penny Phelps, but it could have been Malone. I just wanted to, because the thing that sticks in my craw is that Travis is watching the videos that show, like, the little boathouse and people that you couldn't really identify. And he says, was it Travis? And that is sticking in my craw. He asked a question, was it Ty?
Yes. Yep.
And that's what's bothering me about it. He asked, he didn't know. And he was supposedly there.
Yeah, and
in the truck.
Detroit, Rory, they in one of his interviews, because they must, there's clippings that are missing. And
yeah,
he goes,
and Rory said that he was coerced into saying it was Ty.
yes.
And then he changed that as if it wasn't going to change the outcome for him. So why would he do that to save someone else who was accused, unless they really weren't involved and he was railroaded into saying that it was Ty?
Right. And in an interview, he goes, if I tell you Ty did it, can I go home?
That's right.
Come on now. It's just scary. This can happen to anybody, but
Travis is a wuss, and he was just wanting to get the hell out of there and not spend the rest of his life in jail. So that's why he did what they wanted him to. He cooperated entirely because he's like, yeah, I'll do 5 years. I don't want to do 25 years.
Because and you know how you said all of them have the same charges? Not for Travis. His was just battery with a deadly weapon and robbery.
He took a plea deal.
Yeah, they took a homicide, but he didn't do it until 2022. And
but the thing that's irritating about that is that they called him the getaway driver from the get-go before they had even got all the information.
Right.
So they already figured, okay, this guy is going to roll over, say what we want, and then we can hang up Ty. It does. And let's face it, we weren't there. We don't know who that second person was that had the neck gaiter and the black clothes on. We don't know. But if it was Ty, then why would Rory say it wasn't after he was already going to be convicted for the killing?
It don't make any sense.
Why would he do that? If it was Ty, why would Rory do that when it wasn't going to benefit him at all?
Right.
And to exonerate him is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, I've told you I haven't yet, but I just did it today. I reached out to some people surrounding this case to see if they'll talk to me, but I'm not going to say who yet in case they choose not to. And I haven't reached out to Ty, but I did reach out to his wife. I didn't reach out to him, though.
I think she looks like a lovely woman.
Yeah, she is. And I don't want to talk about the case with her, per se. You know what I want? I want to know, about her and everything she's been through. You know what I mean? Not about the details of the case, because I can find all that myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yes, so other people surrounding this case, I have reached out to.
Yeah.
So I hope they respond back.
That's interesting.
I know how to talk to people. You know that. I talk to a lot of convicted killers. I don't know.
You weirdo.
I know. It's so sad. I know so many killers in my life, my real life. You know
I
what I mean?
know.
So it's like no big deal to me because some of them in my life, they weren't like that. They changed. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God.
Well, it's like I was explaining to you about a guy that I dated in high school that gave a ride to a buddy of his over to somebody else's house, and the guy went in there and he killed this drug dealer.
Yeah.
And then he gets back in the car with, my ex guy, and they both went to prison. But he didn't even know what happened or anything, allegedly.
Yeah. That's what they say.
It's just crazy. But I knew him, and there was couldn't I couldn't imagine him being involved in something like that.
I
And
know,
at the
ain't
time,
it?
and at the time, he had like a family, and I
Uh,
truly think that the guy, I think that my ex guy, I think his wife at the time was
cheating.
involved physically with one of these other people in the case.
That's usually how it goes. Just saying.
Yeah, I think she was.
Because my ex-husband, I told Pete I haven't really talked about it much because I have a hard time. I don't think I've really dealt with it. I was in therapy for 5 years, hardcore, because he tried to kill me twice, and
Yeah,
he tried to kill somebody in my home with me, and I will never forget the sound of the bat. And see that introduced me to the prison life because I was court ordered to go to the it was a max prison with my children twice a week. But
oh God.
you know what? He ended up doing 10 years and trying to kill people.
Yeah.
But that's mine. But I don't really want to talk about it because I can't. Okay, now let's talk about Penny Phelps. I just want
Uh,
to give you a little background of her.
yeah.
Okay, let's go to this.
So she
First,
was from Michigan, first of all.
yeah,
We
that's
did, what did we know about her early life before she came to Florida?
that's what we're going to look at right now. There's more, but I found some articles and I found some info of her awards and what she's done. Okay, now she worked for Bay City. She was a Bay City officer. Check this out, what she did. This was alleged, okay, but she got away with it. Okay.
Jeez.
Check this out. All right. Bay City officer sues her bosses.
Oh,
Listen to this, though. The state attorney cleared Deputy Chief Penny Phelps last month of stalking allegations made by a Bay City officer, Elizabeth, what is that? Kangas?
Kangas.
Yeah.
Kangas.
Yeah, let me fix this screen here. Make it bigger so people can see. Hold on.
I can read it.
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh. Okay, this is what happened. She was suing Phelps, Chief Linda Collier, and the city. She wants money for damages she said she suffered after the relationship ended.
Now we know a little bit, don't we?
Yes, we do. I'm like, this is in 2002. I'm like,
She was stalking the ex-girlfriend, and the ex-girlfriend took and filed a lawsuit.
yes, but she got away with it. So
Oh my God, look at this, look at this.
I'm gonna get the if it's not sealed, the documents for this case, what actually happened. Okay, she said Phelps became violent and aggressive. Oh, here.
Back up. Yeah, go to that top one.
Shit. In the suit, what's that girl's name? Kangas?
Kangas.
Okay, claims that Phelps pushed her into an intimate relationship with promises of better assignments and career advancements. Mm-hmm. She alleges that Phelps became violent and aggressive when she tried to end the relationship. She alleges the city did not respond to her complaints. Okay. And Phelps' attorney, Barbara, said the lawsuit is frivolous and false. Oh, come on. Like somebody's going to make that up.
You know, you never know that.
I know, but, they were together.
Can you go up just a little bit so I can see the
Sure.
last, the end
Sure.
of the last paragraph?
Do you want to read it? Can you
Well, yeah, I
see?
want you to go back down then.
Oh, this way?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Phelps's attorney, Barbara Klimaszewski of Saginaw, Michigan, said the lawsuit is frivolous and false. Phelps's attorney says it's false. Okay, go down.
Okay.
Or up, whatever you want to talk about.
Oh,
Okay.
you got good eyesight. Jeez.
So I'm sure that the system will work appropriately and she will be exonerated. Klimaszewski said, none of these allegations are going to prove to be true when the case gets aired. In August, Kangas filed a stalking complaint against Phelps, who was put on paid administrative leave. So August through December. She returned December 21st, and Kangas went on sick leave. See, so she came back, and the other gal said, nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
Collier said the suit was expected. The department goes on, she said, declining further comment.
That's it.
What the?
Oh, here we go.
An internal investigation into Kangas' allegations against Phelps is ongoing. So IA.
Okay.
City manager James Palenik, who wouldn't comment on the lawsuit, said the city's internal investigation of the matter could wrap up in the coming weeks. Neither Kangas nor her lawyers, Kevin Raymond and Matthew Reyes, were immediately available for comment, blah, blah, blah.
Of course not. Of course not. How about that?
Are you on that website right now? Can you clip that thing that says the comments?
Oh, there's comments?
Yeah, it said view comments, a little black box.
Oh, right
View
there.
comments. I want to see what other people said because they're locals.
There ain't any. Oh, I'm not going to sign up for this.
No. I'm just curious if somebody else's comments were there. So that's interesting. So Phelps allegedly cons her, Kangas, into having a relationship, saying she's going to do better at work and she's going to, get more promotions and stuff, So she conned her, or else she's corrupt right there. Because you can't do that. It's not good to do that, to promise somebody something like that if you sleep with them. That's just corrupt right there.
Yeah.
In her own personal relationship. And then when she wants to break up with her, she starts stalking her.
That's something.
So, yeah. So then she's going to bring up the lawsuit. And then Phelps gets put on administrative leave. But when she returns, the other gal takes sick leave because she ain't going to be around her. Because she knows what's going to happen.
And believe me, I did try to find out more, but I can't right now. I couldn't. But if I did more, I'm sure I can. But this really caught my attention because in some of the court documents, Penny Phelps did the same thing in cases.
Before she came to Florida.
In Florida, she would stalk people.
See, that she's a twisted person.
Yes.
But she also is showing, just from those accusations, it's showing that she is willing to do whatever.
Right.
Because she's saying, I will help you advance in your position if you sleep with me, to the other woman. That she doesn't have any regard. She has no scruples at all.
Right.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
And then if you don't do what I want, I'm going to stalk you.
And then it sounds like the girl that, ended the relationship with her had put in reports of what was going
ignored.
on.
Yeah, that were ignored. I cannot believe that. Probably because they were gay and somebody didn't want to get involved with the the political side of getting involved in that, you know.
Oh yeah, because it would have got ugly.
Well, it would have been all over the news, and it would be
Yep.
bad for the department, and blah blah blah. So they're just going to let it go away. Only it didn't. So we
Right.
got to find out the end to that lawsuit.
I cannot wait. I'll find something.
I
Okay,
know.
and check this out. We want to know her education or whatever. I mean, in law enforcement. Here we go, right here. Can you see that?
Yes.
Look how tiny the print is. This is
Yeah.
about her and her history as in law enforcement.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you read it?
Yeah. Penny Phelps is currently captain at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office in Key West, Florida. So she's a captain. Well employed with Monroe County. Excuse me. Captain Phelps served 7 years as the operations captain for the Bureau of Corrections.
Ooh.
In 2009, January 2009, she transferred from Bureau of Law Enforcement, where she currently commands a training division. She's training people.
Oh.
How horrible. Excuse me. She is an assessor for the Florida Corrections Accreditation Commission, as well as for the Commission on Florida Law Enforcement Accreditation. Captain Phelps served 20 years with the Bay City, Michigan Police Department and retired as a deputy chief. Well, in Bay City, she served as team commander of the Critical Independent Response Team, commander of Community Officers Patrolling Streets Unit, Field Training Officer Coordinator, DARE Officer, commander of the Police Bicycle Patrol, a member of the Underwater Recovery Team, assistant team supervisor of Bayonet, and unit supervisor of the Narcotics Investigation Unit. Penny's a graduate of the FBI National Academy 184th session and gave the commencement address for her session. She currently volunteers for the Relay for Life, Toys for Keys Kids, and the Victims Advocacy Center. She has served on the board of directors for the Bay County Red Cross, Youth Leadership Bay County, Boys and Girls Club of Bay County, and the Bay Arts Council. Phelps was also team captain of Paint and Pride, a community group that paints a new house in Bay City each year. Phelps is completing a PhD in organizational management and leadership. She holds a master's degree in organizational management and leadership, a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, and an associate degree in criminal justice. She was Outstanding Young Police Officer of the Year in 1989 for Bay County and has received several other policing awards. Wow. Highly involved.
Yeah. And her doing what she's doing, I could see her, okay?
But see,
she's all aggressive.
Don't they make you think that she's a power tripper, though?
Oh, yeah.
She needs that attention. She needs to be in charge. She needs to be, she's very, that explains her aggressive behavior, if you ask me, but.
Well, look at in the Treehouse murder case. She is very aggressive with these people.
Yep.
The way she talks.
I hate cops like that.
Yeah. And she has 2 notebooks with notes in it that she held hostage for years about this case.
Unbelievable.
Right.
So, but she was already 20 years with Bay City, Michigan.
Right.
Before she came here to Florida. So it's crazy. She already had 20 years in and was retired from that and came here and decided to continue her reign of terror here.
And now
I just don't understand why she would have retired there and then moved unless there was a damn good reason.
Well,
and maybe it was that lawsuit with her former lover.
Yep. She's back in Michigan, though. She's not in Florida no more.
No, I know.
Did you read the documents I sent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Very interesting, aren't they?
I can't even see. People don't know this stuff.
No, they don't. They have no clue.
They don't know that stuff, and this stuff happens all the time with police officers. Where there's some shady stuff going on, and then they just move and they move on to something else, or something swept under the rug and never investigated.
Well, people don't really take the time to look at it like we do, because you know what, it can be confusing. That jury had to be confused. I was confused. The only thing that made me understand more are all the interviews and documents I've read.
Right. And that's what I mean, just all those documents. You just start going through those, pages and pages and pages of documents.
And so many of them are still suppressed.
That's what I don't understand. Isn't that just, in your opinion, is that not just a miscarriage of justice, that they are not transparent with all the things that, relate to the case?
Do you know how many times Judge Jones denied everything, didn't grant hardly anything for any of the defense counsels?
I don't know how many times, but like dozens. I don't know.
Oh no, I don't.
Crazy.
What we've already read. I mean, come on, we're not going to read 609 pages of the grand jury indictment. That's a lot.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I want to know. I want to know how they put Ty there. What we do know, though, right? Pitcher lied on the stand. Colleen lied, and Penny lied.
Yeah.
That's scary.
And see, there's so much corruption there. I mean, these people were let go, during this litigation. They were let go, fired, let go, whatever.
They were fired.
Yeah, I know, but they left anyway during all of this, and for some reason, all of this information isn't given to the public to assess for themselves, whether something is shady or not. And we really deserve to know what's going on in our community.
Well, and the defense wanted to Colleen Dunne, and I can't remember who else, Pitcher. Remember, Ty couldn't talk about them in the closing statements. Well, Judge Jones denied. They wanted to subpoena her, and Judge Jones denied it several times. Why?
Well, this next part of the case in March, when they go back to trial, he's going to be able to have Todd interviewed, because he's going to have plenty of time to make sure that happens this time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because the guy's in prison, it takes longer to get... Hi, Rowdy.
Hey, Rowdy. How you doing? Thank you for being here.
Little red hearts for you.
We're still on the Treehouse case because it's very disturbing. There's a lot of deaths surrounding this case. And what got me is Colleen Dunne, the ex-DNA that got fired. She would not produce Anthea Clay for questioning.
No.
She kept saying she was missing it, and now she's dead.
Yeah, interesting.
Ain't that I'm not alleging anything, okay?
No, that's a fact.
But
she's deceased.
Yeah, deceased. And it says in court documents that Colleen kept saying she was missing.
Well,
yeah,
it's one of their damn informants. They know that they go missing, but they also know how to find them.
Well, and remember her interview? She said she didn't want to be videotaped, and Phelps let that happen, and Colleen let that happen. And that's what's in the notes, I think.
Right.
And now this woman is gone. R.I.P. to her.
And we didn't, I looked and I couldn't find the cause of death.
I cannot find anything about her at all. I do know in 2018, her boyfriend was killed.
Interesting.
And
anybody who might know something is dead. Isn't that interesting?
Yep. Okay, Travis has an ex-girlfriend, and when he got out of prison. She was there. She died. His ex-girlfriend showed up in Florida. I don't know what she passed away from.
It's just, it's pretty convenient.
I mean, I don't care if these people are homeless or they use drugs. That don't matter. You have no right taking anybody's life.
Well, if they died because of their lifestyle, that's one thing, you know,
Yeah.
that's, you know, but it's just awfully convenient is all I've got to say about that.
Yeah. I'm going to be careful what I say.
Well,
Okay. Let's see here.
so we talked about Penny Phelps, who was a creep. Now I know she's just a creepy.
Yes. Okay. Petty, I for sure wanted to touch on. And then I got to dig more into Matthew Pitcher, but he's no longer an officer. They did a boo-hoo report about him. Oh, he's got asthma and this and that. Yeah. And Colleen Dunne, I didn't find out more, but I wanted to focus on the beginning of this live about Penny because I found it very interesting and what she's hiding.
These people.
So I want to look at these court documents here, but I want to try to go in order, but it's really hard. This was August 20. Hold on, let me look. So yeah. 2021.
I put some hearts in there for Rowdy.
Oh, it's sweet.
Rowdy's nice to me in every channel that I see him, so that's cool.
I know. Everywhere.
Everywhere. Always nice to me.
Always comes in here when we have time. Okay. Here we go. We're speaking on Penny here. Hold on, let me get it up there. I'm trying to do the dates. Who cares? They'll be, you know, I try to put them in order, but there's so many.
There's hundreds of them.
I know.
Don't worry about that right now.
Can you see this?
Who, me? Can I see it?
Yeah.
I can see it.
Okay. Okay, people. This is Penny Phelps' motion for a protective order. Okay.
Yeah.
She wanted a protection order. Okay, it says she was formerly a captain at the Monroe County PD. She played a significant role in the Treehouse murder. Okay, that is further background. October 2019, she received a notice of internal affairs complaint filed with Monroe County, in which defense attorney Kara Higgins was the complaint. It says Exhibit 1.
Yep.
You don't get it. Hey, I said
Kara Higgins was Ty's lawyer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Kara Higgins was Ty's lawyer, and she complained about her, about Phelps, and wanted a protective order.
And then it says here Phelps retained a lawyer in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to go to the relevant parts. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Can you read that?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Number 6, that in anticipation of litigation and at the request of her attorney, Ms. Phelps began maintaining 2 notebooks with information that included notes from conversations with her attorneys. That approximately a month after being served with the first internal affairs complaint, Ms. Phelps was served with 2 more internal affairs complaints initiated by attorney Kara Higgins and her client and defendant Franklin Tucker. See, so she got complained against.
Yeah.
9 days later, Ms. Phelps received notice of termination. See, so all these complaints against her, she got terminated.
Yep.
That during Ms. Phelps' deposition, she was represented by her personal attorney as permitted by prior order of this court. That Ms. Phelps had previously retained her attorney and to represent her relating to legal matters concerning her termination. So she was going to fight her termination.
Oh, of course. Don't surprise me any.
So that Mr. Master Marco and firm actively represented Ms. Phelps prior to, during, and after her termination and participated in her predetermination hearing held on December 19th, 2019, hours before the Monroe County Sheriff terminated her employment. That Mr. Mastromarco and his firm have represented her relating to a charge of discrimination that she has filed with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. How is she going to say that it's discrimination? What, because she's gay? Because she's a woman?
She's probably, yeah.
Give me a break.
I can see her using that.
Okay, but that's stupid. She already had retired as a police officer after 20 years in Michigan and had been here for years and years and done all these things. And then all of a sudden she gets complaints and she's like, oh, you're discriminating against me.
That's her go-to.
So as noted above, Ms. Phelps prepared 2 notebooks at his direction and reviewed and discussed them prior to her deposition with her attorney. She sat for her deposition pursuant to the subpoena for 3 full days. We need that footage of her.
I know. You know what they did?
They squashed it.
No, we don't get to see it.
Yeah, they quashed it in court. They can do that. Mr. Mastromarco and Ms. Phelps prepared for said deposition by reviewing her notebooks at personal notes written in anticipation of litigation and at the direction of her attorney are protected by the attorney-client privilege and the work product doctrine. Defendants have no rights to discover the contents of the notebooks written in anticipation of litigation. And they are protected by the attorney-client privilege. Oh.
Yep.
Jerks. During Ms. Phelps' deposition, her attorney appeared by Zoom conferences, was unaware that Ms. Phelps carried her 2 notebooks with her to the witness stand. That on the first day of questioning, defense attorney Jerome Bellarado questioned Ms. Phelps concerning a gap in the footage. From an interview room camera.
We're going to watch it.
Of 2 minutes and 44 seconds. She took a chunk of the footage out.
Yes.
That this gap appeared during the statement of Rory Wilson.
See?
The statement of Rory Wilson, there was a gap in there. Ooh, we have to go look at the timestamps.
Right.
So that Ms. Phelps had been previously informed that the defense attorney, Mr. Bellarado and Ms. Higgins, accused the plaintiff of criminal conduct, falsely claiming that Ms. Phelps ordered someone to turn the camera off. She did. We saw that.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did see that.
Yep.
That during the questioning related to the 2 minute and 44 second gap, she informed Mr. Bellarado that Detective Pitcher,
there we go,
had worn a body camera and was also recording Rory Wilson interview and recorded for another 1 minute and 24 seconds. Okay, but what happened to that 244?
I know. I wonder what it was.
Because that means there's another whole minute and 20 seconds that did not get reintroduced to that.
Isn't this unbelievable?
See, she's one shady bitch, man. I'm sorry. Sorry about the bad word. She's shady.
She's
care. Shady and sneaky and manipulative and horrible. And I'm glad she lost her dang job. Yep. That is terrible. She's just trying to twist the law. And it's just wrong. These people are wrong.
She was.
That's why I said, even if it turns out, you know, that Ty was that person, these people cannot be allowed to conduct business like that. If you don't have evidence
to anybody,
you can't sit there and manipulate someone into saying what you want and then cut out the part where he says it really wasn't. And can I leave if I say what you want?
Yes.
You can't be cutting that crap out because you're manipulating them. And it's sickening. That's not what they're supposed to do.
Well, and it's the trio that oh my God, there's more. Colleen, Pitcher, and Phelps, those are the 3 that are a problem in this case. They lied. They was after Ty, from what I can see from day one, because the 17th is when Matthew got his life taken, and then the 19th, the grand jury indictment.
Wait. Did you see number 27 on this thing?
Oh, no. I wasn't reading. I'm sorry. What is it?
No. So hold still. Mr. Bellarado required Miss Phelps to read from her notes on the issue relating to the body camera footage. And Miss Phelps read the section where the body camera was referenced to have continued for another 1 minute and 24 seconds. At that point, Bellarado demanded Miss Phelps turn over her notebooks, including the notation she had already read into the record. Then Mr. Mastamarco then objected, at which point defense attorney Seth Levy began shouting on the record that Mr. Levy accused Miss Phelps of manufacturing evidence. Bam! And indicated Miss Phelps had planted evidence in the case, and as such, her notes needed to be seized immediately so Miss Phelps could not destroy them. That Mr. Levy continued, stating words to the effect, grab them from her. She will probably start eating them right here in the courtroom so we can't get them. This is just exactly what I thought. This is awesome. What a terrible piece of crap she is.
Yes. Yep.
Mr. Mastamarco then suggested that notes be turned over to the court reporter for safekeeping until such time the court could rule on whether the notebooks are subject to privilege, which they ended up doing.
Yep.
So she was seeking a protective order protecting her from producing the notebook she created in anticipated litigation and at the direction of her attorney. The trial court possesses broad discretion in overseeing discovery and protecting the parties that come before it. Oh, she's terrible.
Yep.
She created them in anticipation of litigation as the request of her attorney, so therefore the attorney-client privilege is codified. The client has a privilege to refuse to disclose and to prevent any other person from disclosing the contents of confidential communications when such other person learned of the communications because they were made in rendition of legal services to the client. Fuck. Yeah.
What number are you on?
That was number 38 I just read.
Did you read this here? The trial court may take it in order to protect the party from annoyance, embarrassment,
oppression or undue burden or expense that justice requires. Protect us from that. Protect us from the justice.
Oh my God. You read 38. Okay. Let's see.
Disgusting people.
Okay.
They use a loophole in the law so that she doesn't have to disclose that, even though she can read from it, directly from it, in court, and submit that evidence from her own notebook, but they aren't privy to the rest of it because her attorney asked her to keep a notebook.
Right.
But she can read from it and enter it into evidence.
That's
what pisses me off. How is that right? It's all or nothing.
Yep.
You either don't get to use what you put in there, or we all get to see what you put in there. This is what is wrong. And people should be fighting for this kind of stuff. That's BS.
Right?
Yeah. Should be so any other materials contained in the notebook, apart from the one page that she referenced in the direction of her defense attorney, should be excised from any production, and as these other portions do not relate to the testimony of her and are otherwise protected. Bullshit.
Isn't this unreal?
Oh, I can read what I want out of my notebook, but you can't have the rest.
Right. It has to do with the case.
Well, it's because it's self-incrimination, and it's also attorney-client privilege because she wrote the whole thing in response to a request from her own attorney. It exists. It exists because of her attorney defending her, right, in her defense.
Yeah.
It exists because of her attorney-client privilege, and that's what sucks. So why should she be able to use any of that as evidence?
This is. I'm gonna show this, but we're not gonna read it yet. Hold on.
I'm gonna get all mad.
I gotta send this to you, because I just want to know how they got the indictment. I'll show you people.
Dan.
This is the Dan. Oh my gosh, Dan.
Dan.
How have you
You're
been?
here. I always miss you, Dan.
I have missed you. Oh my gosh.
He
Dang
always
it.
comes in and I'm not there.
Well, you've been gone on vacation.
Well, I know. Well, if you want to call it that.
Dan always comes in and says hi. He is
He
one of the
does.
favorites out there. He's a keeper, right?
Yes,
Or
he is.
whoever.
He's one of us.
That's right.
He's just one of us.
We'll probably go through this at a later time. I got to send this to you. This is the grand jury indictment, 609 pages.
Holy crap. You expect me to read 609 pages of that?
609.
You want me to read all that?
Oh, no, I'm going to send it to you. No. I'm going to send it to you. We're not doing this now. I just want
I
to
know.
show. This
But
is
you want me to read all of that on my own time and read the whole thing? That's like a novel. It's like War and Peace.
Oh, I know. Look at this. Look at all this. Look
Good
at
to
it.
hear you too, Dan.
Isn't this the craziest thing ever?
I all the things that are wrong with this, it's like if that was all printed out and I went through it with a highlighter, I mean, I would just be picking it apart. There's so much crap.
They did that on purpose.
Yeah, they did. They did it to delay, to deflect. You bet they did.
Well, and we've seen the documents where they say that Pitcher lied to the grand jury.
What?
Let's find it. I'll find
It's
it
like
right now.
it's easier to say who didn't lie to the grand jury.
Let's see. Oh, and I have to say that Penny Phelps, she didn't cooperate 3 times. The 3rd time she finally went in.
You mean she was subpoenaed twice and decided not to show up?
Yeah, 2 times. Made excuses. Finally, the 3rd time, she finally did it.
Well, because they can arrest her.
And she's in Michigan. It's good to hear you. Yes. We're doing what we do, our true crime stuff. Because we like to educate.
Well, I
And
like to educate myself, and it's like it helps when I go through some of this and the way it happened. You know,
Well, because the case is so confusing, it don't make no sense.
it doesn't make any sense. Just like the
No.
last bit we were reading about the Phelps thing. You know,
Right.
now I understand why her notebooks were so-called inadmissible.
Right.
Because it was done the way that it was done. They were created through her attorneys. So,
Okay.
attorney-client privilege. That sucks.
Okay, this is 18 pages. I'm just going to show this, but we're going to get to the other good stuff with Pitcher. Remember I sent you that when he lied on the stand?
Yeah.
It tells like
Dirtbag.
we're going to get to that. I don't know why I get excited to expose these people.
Well,
'Cause
because
nobody else
they're
will.
getting away with it. It's like they're totally getting away with it. And just as members of the public, you and I don't appreciate people pulling one over on us. That's why.
Well, and to see there's no evidence to convict somebody.
Look here. Penny Phelps even sued Lauren.
Look at all the people she tried to sue. This
Yeah,
is
she's suing everybody.
Yep, this is a lawsuit. There's 18 pages. We'll get to that at a later time. And this was March 30th, 2022. This was unsealed finally. All this stuff that I'm showing you now has been unsealed recently, okay?
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
God. Yeah, be sending that to me in email.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Girl.
Oh, I know. I'm finding the correct document here.
The VP fight is brewing to be a true crime story. I know, Dan, it's probably going to turn out to be a...
Dan, I seen what happened last night, Do you know I've tried my best to tell that girl to move on? Those people are not your friends. I seen the fight. It was disgusting. Um, she
What
shouldn't have even
happened?
went there. She shouldn't have went there. Okay. I don't agree with a lot of shit she's done at all.
What happened? I missed everything. I
Well,
was in a different battle last night.
I don't know why. I don't know why these people in the IRL, none of them are your friends, in my opinion. They are not real life friends. Okay.
No.
It's all about getting that attention, getting those views from what I've been watching. These people crave that. Some of the stuff is fake, they make up. But last night it was real. She showed up at that RV where Nick was and his new 19-year-old girlfriend. There was a fight that brewed, and Dex came out and pepper sprayed, what's her name, in her face, and then beat her up.
Who, VP?
Yeah,
Pepper sprayed her?
after she pepper sprayed her. It was awful. I couldn't believe it. hmm
I think they're all unhinged.
I think they all need help. They all need rehab. They all need some
Counseling.
counseling. They need to get away from each other, not follow each other around, not.
They're addicted to the toxicity of
Yes,
that
it's
dynamic. It's just sick.
if you seen her 2 years ago, VP, beautiful girl, very responsible, on her own. She meets Nick. She has gone downhill drastically. There's nothing special. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean. There's nothing he can offer her. He's
No.
homeless. He's homeless.
Well,
And
but she's hanging around for that.
Well, because she thought she could save him. No.
Oh God, I hate it when women say that they think they can save some guy.
And the way
Or
he got to
change him.
Arizona is he
Freaking
caught a girl when he was in Ohio, and she paid for his ticket to get to Arizona.
You changed me.
I didn't change you.
It's so weird.
Me and Grandpa gonna have a fight here on air.
Uh-oh.
I didn't change you
Yeah, you did.
for the better.
Well, I didn't say one way or the other.
You didn't specify whether you're better or not, huh?
Oh.
Oh
And
God.
I put it in a roll and had the nacho effect.
Okay.
Okay. Can
we're
we
gonna
talk
get-
later now?
We're gonna.
Grandpa's gonna get put on timeout.
Hi, Grandpa.
Bye.
I kicked him out.
Oh, cute.
No, he's going in the living room.
Okay.
I mean,
This is
you
going to
can't
be good.
change a man, though. You can't change somebody. You can't try to save somebody. They can only save themselves.
Well, and leave the 19-year-old alone. She don't know better. Okay.
The girlfriend, the young girlfriend,
Yeah, the 19-year-old. It's
she hasn't even
disgusting.
pulled her head out of her butt yet. I mean, she's really young.
I'm sure her parents don't know because her parents are doctors, and yeah.
Oh God. She needs to go home and grovel to her parents, say, please get me straightened out. I'm so screwed up.
Yep. It was crazy.
She's going to end up being
Someone's going to end up on.
pregnant and on drugs, and everything's going to be so screwed up.
I see all these people that are in that community. Okay, some have died. They go to jail, or they become addicts and drunks. That's it. That's what happens. Sadly.
They're well on their way.
Vouchers. I didn't say vouchers.
Doctors.
Okay.
We're
We're
gonna get
gonna.
some Q-tips for Dan's ears.
It could have been my speech.
No, you said doctors. I heard you.
I know, but you know how I struggle, and I can't help it. Okay, here we go. This says Travis Johnson, but yes, all the defendants had this. Read this, Grandma. Do you want me to?
No, number one.
This that says everything that they did wrong.
Motion
It
for
said-
reconsidering. Okay.
Court
Motion
order.
for reconsideration of the court's order denying the defendant's motion to list former Assistant State Attorney Colleen Dunne as a defense witness.
There we
Comes
go.
down.
Here you
Okay.
go. We'll start here.
September 4th, 2020, the defendant filed a motion requesting the court for an order to list former Assistant State Attorney Colleen Dunne as a defense witness. A hearing was held on October 23rd, 2020. The court heard the arguments of counsel and the state. The state argued that the defense was engaged in a witch hunt against the former prosecutor and suspended Attorney Dunne. Really? The
Gets
state
better.
was clearly more concerned with protecting Miss Dunne from embarrassment than seeking the truth. The state has an obligation to seek the truth and to do justice in this case. They do not represent Dunne despite their vigorous and baffling defense of her. Interesting. In response to the defendant's motion and after hearing arguments on January 7th, 2021, the court denied the defendant's motion.
Of course.
God, as a threshold matter, given the issues in this case, it is alarming that this court has not even taken the first step to review the grand jury transcripts ex parte to determine their relevance herein. It is a fundamental error on the part of this court, which is fundamentally prejudicial to this defendant. Yeah, it is.
Oh, 609 pages.
Instead, this court order completely ignores why the defense is seeking to obtain information from Dunne. I might agree with that. All the defense requested was that the court allow the defense to conduct one discovery deposition of Dunne, and then the court could evaluate what is learned prior to Dunne being listed as a witness. This control was never addressed by the court. The defense also alternatively asked for the grand jury transcripts. The court has thus far refused to order the production of the same. Ooh. See, why do they keep denying him access to things?
Ain't that weird?
Well, it's questionable behavior. It makes you question, why are they not transparent about these things? The court instead relies on authority that is not on point. It pertains to current prosecutors. Dunne is not even eligible to practice law due to her inability to tell the truth. By the court giving her the protection afforded to current prosecutors, the court is giving her and the state full immunity for her actions. Oh my. The court and the state are fully aware that Dunne has made misrepresentations to the court in this case, as well as in the case that resulted in her suspension by the Florida bar. That's really creepy.
Yep.
They're protecting her. They're sheltering themselves. See, that's really bad. These guys are bad.
Stay out of Monroe County.
The court states in its order virtually everything Dunne did was in her capacity as prosecutor. If she lied and hid evidence in this case, as she has done before, is she entitled to immunity because she was prosecutor at the time? Is the state. If she intentionally lied about the whereabouts of other potential suspects, Anathea, and witnesses, and she did so as a prosecutor, does that mean she can never be questioned about her actions? Of course not. Unfortunately, the court's order does precisely that. See, that's what I mean. They are cutting this guy's his options to defend himself, all the avenues to defend himself, by putting in motions to allow these people to testify. They cut him off on every single avenue. So, of course, it looks really bad for him because he can't get these other people in there who were proven to be liars.
Right.
Proven. The court does not address the defense's allegations that Dunne improperly incentivized Rory Wilson and Naheem Jackson to make statements against the defendant. The court does not address the fact that Dunne directly lied to this court about Naheem Jackson at the Arthur hearing for the co-defendant Tucker. The court does not address the fact that Dunne failed to notify the defense about Anathea Clay's statement on the wall of the crime scene. She lied directly to this court about Anathea Clay being missing twice. Why? Only Dunne knows why she lied about this very relevant information. Because she was a confidential informant. Don't be stupid. Even the court questioned why this woman was never charged in this case at co-defendant Tucker's Arthur hearing. Because she was a CI.
Yep.
Dunne continued to lie to the court. Anethea Clay's role in this crime is absolutely critical to the preparation of this case.
Right.
What did Dunne tell the grand jury about the very woman Paula Belmonte said was involved in the attack?
Right.
See, this is dirty, dirty, dirty stuff here. And it's just dirty. I hate these people so much. This is not what I want in my country for anybody.
No.
And if it can happen to him, it can happen to us. Don't even kid yourself. They will do this to anybody they feel like.
It's scary. It's a scary thought.
It's absolutely a sobering thought that we are not as safe as we think we are. That we do not have the protections that we were granted by God. We do not have those protections. Hi, Katarina.
Hi, how are you? I have missed you. We are going through a very serious case here. The corruption here is horrible. You get all these missing people surrounding this case, which I find very alarming.
Okay, let me read 14 really quick because it's bugging me. The court did not address the fact that Dunne lied to this court about the whereabouts of Belinda Corrales, another witness who was at the scene the night of the murder. She was one that was downstairs, was she not?
We need to find her. We need to find her.
Was Belinda the one that was downstairs with Roosevelt Washington and them?
I don't know. I wonder if she's got an interview. Oh my God.
She was on the scene at the night of the murder.
I don't remember that name.
This court is well aware that the lies about Naheem Jackson simply being a concerned citizen when he was actually a paid witness for the state.
Mm-hmm.
These facts continue to be ignored. See, this is huge. All of these things right here need to be addressed. We need answers for this crap. This is terrible.
That's why I'm doing what I do. You know that.
I know. It just
thank you for doing it with me. I appreciate
it. I love doing stuff like this with you.
I know you do. And thank you for that.
We're lucky that we met each other because we both are right in the same alley, aren't we?
Yeah, right away. That first day you came into my chat, I'm like, oh my God.
It's like, she's funny. I like her.
I was laughing so hard.
You were making me laugh too. It was a lot of fun.
Well, remember what's her name? FarQ?
Yeah.
She left us. And I don't know why.
I still don't understand, but people can have immature sides to them, and maybe that was hers.
Just because someone's mad at me.
I don't know. I don't understand it though.
So you don't like me no more? That is so weird to me.
And I liked her so much.
Well, yeah, the night before, oh my God, the chat was rolling.
It was great.
Between you, her, Barbara, and Jimmy.
I know. It was fun. Jimmy.
Okay.
Okay. So just a second. So let me read a little bit more of this because this is interesting. Okay. So it's alarming that in light of all of these facts that we've just read, and in light of Dunne's current status as a suspended lawyer who denied and then later admitted to lying to the court and hiding evidence in another case, the court labels the defense's request as improper and unwarranted.
Wow.
This should be a federal case. At this point.
Yeah.
Florida statute, blah, 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 states that every person is competent to be a witness except as otherwise provided by statute. There's nothing in the law that shields Dunne from being called as a witness. There's nothing improper and unwarranted about the defense seeking the truth when the state has obviously failed to do so in its quest to protect itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. They're covering their own ass, and it's not right. It's a miscarriage of justice. Rowdy, I never see her, and we had enjoyed her. Yep. I don't understand what happened.
I don't either.
Find out what happened, Rowdy. I don't get it. What did she not like or whatever?
What happened that night? I thought it went well. It was a fun one.
I just don't get it. We were having so much fun. Anyway,
Well, because we don't have drama on my channel. You know
maybe
what I
that's
mean?
maybe no. Seriously though, a lot of people really enjoy the drama stuff.
They do. They do. And it's sad when they bring that in with cases and cause that.
There was no fallout, Rowdy.
There wasn't any.
There
It was
wasn't. She just didn't come back.
Yeah.
And it was hard to understand. We just were like, what's wrong? Where is she? Is she okay? Is she okay?
Remember, she even tried to come on the panel,
Yeah.
but she was having problems.
Let me read a little bit of this.
I want to talk about, we get to picture here, don't we?
We
Tell
do,
that.
but
Okay,
what's said here is pretty important.
Okay.
The defense has tried to obtain the grand jury transcript in this case to no avail. The defense has asked the court to at least provide the grand jury transcript so that Dunne's conduct can be reviewed. The defense has no other way to find out what Dunne told the grand jury to indict a man and imprison him when no physical evidence exists linking him to the crime. Anethea Clay clearly had involvement in this case that Dunne and others concealed. The allegations made by Naheem Jackson were bought and paid for by the state, and the statements of co-defendant Rory Wilson are not only inconsistent, but clearly manufactured and improperly obtained by the team of Phelps and Dunne.
Yep.
It is absolutely relevant and crucial that the defense find out what Dunne told the grand jury and what she failed to tell the grand jury. The defense has an absolute right to challenge the indictment against the defendant. The court's order denies the defendant his right to do so. That's what gets me, is that his rights are being infringed upon.
Right.
No other means exist for the defense to obtain this information. The defense has asked for it, and this court has refused. The state has refused. The defendant has engaged in extensive discovery. This court has had to order the compulsion of evidence by the state. Typo. The state did not want the defense to know about Naheem Jackson. The court had to intervene and make the state provide it. They knew there was a problem, and they did everything in their power to deny the defendant his right to it. That's what pisses me off. The state knows that there are more problems, and that these problems started with Dunne. The information sought from Dunne is not privileged and is entirely relevant as to why the state formally charged the defendant in the first place. That's why he was charged in the first place. This information is absolutely critical to the preparation for trial and the defendant's challenge to the indictment. See?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in the law prohibits what the defense is seeking. The court should reconsider in the interest of justice to the defendant. The defense should be permitted to depose Dunne for discovery purposes. At the very least, the court should order the state to immediately provide the defense with the grand jury transcripts in this case. Absolutely.
And they finally did, and I think it was 2023.
That wasn't enough time for him to go through everything and get everybody ready to go on the stand as a witness. That's not even enough time.
I know, and
because there's hundreds and hundreds of pages of this stuff.
And remember, Ty couldn't even bring her name up.
Nope. Couldn't mention her.
And real quick.
That is just the most crooked. They cut him off every time he tries to get any information. Oh no, you can't. You're not privy to that. You can't get the court transcripts because it would damage us here at the court.
Okay, here's some good stuff, and then we'll, because there's a lot, but it talks about Pitcher here. We want to hear about Pitcher now.
I hate him too.
I do too. Okay, I started where they started talking about him, right here.
Do you want me to read that?
Let's get to Pitcher. I want to, because he couldn't talk about Pitcher, Phelps. He couldn't talk about any of them, but look at what all they did.
Well, that's it. Do you want me to read that part?
Yeah, let's look here first. No, that don't matter.
Well, probably number 5.
Pitcher lost control over the investigation because the case was run by Captain. Phelps, and Colleen Dunne. In essence, Dunne suppressed her role as a prosecutor and acted as a supervisory investigator of the case.
Yep.
Pitcher confirmed that Dunne was on the scene the night of the murder before he even arrived on scene.
Yeah, tell me why the prosecutor was on scene before the investigators.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, for the DA, because she was part of the district attorney, the prosecution. Why was she there before the investigators?
I don't.
Something's stinky here. They're protecting somebody else.
I wonder who. Decisions about April Walker and Anthony Clay interrogation interviews and the search warrant execution were done without his participation.
Yep. This is Dunne and Phelps. These are two crooked bitches that were both fired.
Pitcher did not believe there was enough evidence against co-defendant Tucker.
What if Dunne? Wait a minute. What if Dunne and Phelps were involved?
Yes, I know. See, that's a scary part, and I hate to say it. All these people go missing, end up being found unalive, and the majority of them, they say it's overdoses. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm talking about what if they were personally involved, those two women.
I know.
Creepy.
Isn't this
just
too
like
much?
the other creepy relationship that Phelps had that she got all creepy about?
See, look, Pitcher knew there was no evidence to arrest him and charge him.
Dunne told Pitcher not to arrest Anthea Clay. Pitcher did not even participate in the interview of Anthea Clay. Phelps did it. Phelps and Dunne has a close personal relationship far beyond that of professional. I knew it.
Oh my God, you just said that.
I told you, girl.
Oh my God. You, holy crap. See, I just
told you.
Oh my God.
They were sleeping together.
See, I read the top of the thing. See, I don't read through all of them right away. I want to be surprised when I do it with everybody. You know what I mean? Whoa.
That's what was my gut instinct, that these two women were together.
They had a relationship.
God. That Phelps has some drama in her relationships. Sicko.
Wow.
She using the law, and she gets in with these other cops and other professional women and uses that to her advantage. That is creepy.
Dunne told Pitcher not to arrest Athena Clay. Pitcher did not even participate in the interview.
Right.
Phelps did it.
And then the next one says, Dunne directed Pitcher to take DNA swabs from Paula after she received the lab reports back in the case in July 2018. Dunne directed Pitcher to do things.
Ooh.
Dunne insisted on participating in an interview with Scott Perryman, a witness who made exculpatory statements about co-defendant Tyrone Tucker the night of the crime 2 years after the crime occurred. Scott Perryman. Oh, that's Big Scott.
Yep, Big Scott.
Pitcher told Dunne more than twice that Paula Belmonte questioned him about why Tucker was a suspect, and that Belmonte had doubts as to whether co-defendant Tucker was involved. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
6 weeks before Tucker's Arthur hearing, Dunne sent Pitcher a text referring to the just received FDLE reports in this case as crappy.
Oh my God.
Dunne was clearly disappointed that the actual evidence in the case did not support her and Phelps' bogus theories. These two women cooked this up.
Why?
Angry lesbians. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know. John Travis Johnson and co-defendant Rory Wilson were re-interviewed by Phelps and Dunne to elicit statements from them to undermine the scientific evidence. See, I knew those two were pushed. I knew that Oh my God, they expected Dunne would elicit these proffers from Johnson and Wilson, but instead Dunne had helped Phelps do it. See, and that was not her position. That was not her job.
And we haven't watched the proffers. Oh my gosh.
Called that one.
Furthermore, Dunne provided a picture, she did, with a 4-page script of what she wanted him to say to Tucker at the Arthur hearing.
A script.
A script.
Yep.
Pitcher admitted that no one was at the Cosmo video. Oh my God. What's worse, he admitted in the deposition that the timestamp on the video was not correct. What did I say?
Yep.
What did I haven't
But
read
the date
that.
was right, but the time was wrong.
Remember? I caught that.
Yep.
Oh my God.
The timestamp on the video was not even correct. He admitted that. He admitted that.
Oh my God. See, we catch that kind of stuff.
Further still, Dunne directed Pitcher to be at the courthouse in October 2019 when the courtroom was intentionally stocked with law enforcement officers. Dunne sent Phelps a text saying, "We really need to fill the courtroom," when the defense moved to disqualify her from the case. And Phelps responded, "Absolutely, I will." So they filled it full of cops. Oh my God. This was an attempt led by Dunne with the assistance of Phelps to unduly influence or even possibly intimidate the court.
Wow.
This is sick.
Why do they hate him? Phelps and Dunne openly discussed their hatred for Tucker. Counsel Kara Higgins, when Phelps and Dunne initially had the courtroom packed with law enforcement, Pitcher saw Phelps and Dunne embrace at the court.
Ew.
Oh my God.
Pitcher believes Phelps did this to send a message. He further admitted that although he knew, Todd O'Quinn said the unknown suspect was not. Todd O'Quinn said he was not co-defendant Tucker. He failed to inform the court about that at the co-defendant Tucker's Arthur hearing, and he also did not tell the grand jury that. Oh my God. See, that's why he wants Todd in there now, and they're trying to stop him from doing it.
Oh.
They all need to be in jail.
So we'll just...
It's a conspiracy. It absolutely is a conspiracy.
Oh my God.
That's why I said even if Ty was the one there, this is a conspiracy. And he should be let off with time served. This is bullshit here.
Yep. Okay, and that guy, that Neon Jackson.
Naheem Jackson? Yeah. He would be released from jail.
Yep. And this is what Dunne told Pitcher to exactly write in the supplement report. Just say he requested to speak, no deals were asked for or extended, and all interviews were recorded, and to see the recordings for his statements.
See, but
she
Dunne
told Pitcher to lie. She told Pitcher to lie.
Yes. By doing so, Dunne once again directing the conduct of the investigation, told Pitcher to lie.
Oh.
And she's listening to these jail calls and everything. Oh my God. Oh my God. Crazy. See that conversation that's right there. Odie. Nope. Don't bark. No. Hang on.
Well, we won't go through that. These are just... We've seen this in a video.
I had to mute because my dog is being a butthead. He's protecting me from the whole world. Yeah, this is really creepy.
Well, we're not going to read all that. I just want to read what Pitcher did. And that's what this is.
We got to do some studying before our next live.
I know. Because this is unbelievable. I can't believe this. Defense asks the witness about conduct.
I mean, is anybody else seeing how these are just everything is slanted against him, and they're trying to put him in there? Who was that other person?
So Dunne is no longer, she's suspended and she no longer practices law.
Well, she lost her license. Her
No-
license to practice law.
And it says, but she is now speaking to at least one witness about the case, the state's main witness, former Captain Penny Phelps.
That's the state's main witness. And the prosecutor, state's DA there, Dunne, also canned for lying. So, like, why is this not dismissed? That's what I don't understand. Why has Ty put in motion to dismiss and then they refuse to even look at that?
Oh my God.
Kit, did you see Katarina's message?
Oh, okay. Here, let me stop this for I gotta, yeah. That's a lot. That is a lot.
That is a lot. It's huge. Love it.
Okay.
Keeping me interested.
Oh my God. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm in shock.
It's really it's a lot what I thought it was with those women and everything. I am not surprised. I did. That's what I thought it was about.
The time thing was wrong, and I said that. That is so crazy, ain't it?
It is.
Wait a minute. The time is off. But
Yeah.
no one's, you caught it, but nobody would, say anything to me. I'm like, wait a minute. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Yeah.
Everything's been manipulated. Really wrong. Well, I think I will hop down out of here then so you can do your thing. And Katarina's going to call you.
Yeah, because this is a lot.
I know. But you holler at me. You holler at me, but whatever.
This is just what we're going to cover now because there's so much to this. Oh, my God.
Okay, bye, Katarina. Bye, Rowdy. Bye, Dan. Bye, Kit.
Bye. Love you. Bye, guys. Thank you for being here, everybody. Love you.